Someone needs to contact Robbie Lyle right now and ask for his sources. Because if this is an AFTV exclusive, then what is this? Because I reported that Ademola Lookman was in talks with Arsenal 1 month ago. Yes, people, then welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the show. This is the Arsenal Transfer Centre. I am your host, Dini, and I'm going to be keeping you locked in with all transfer news surrounding Arsenal this summer and onwards and beyond that. First of all, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Let me know what you think of the video as well in the comments below, and give this video a share. It's been a nice day in London. 29 degrees. Summer is here, people. Summer is here, and the transfer window continues to hot up. But first, people, I have to get to it because I started the video with it. Robbie Lyle, who are your sources? Who are your sources? Because like I said, I reported this news a month ago that Arsenal were in talks with Ademola Lookman of Atalanta, and I'm going to read it because you know what? I didn't even necessarily have any notes. Because I already know what I'm going to talk about. But I'm going to read you the post that Florian Plettenberg reported on the news when we were linked with Lookman a month ago. And it says here, and I quote, Arsenal are currently very active in the market, especially when it comes to wingers. We've known we've needed a left winger for a long time. Talks with the agents and clubs are in full swing. Rodrigo remains highly rated with nowhere after Rodrigo, and also Ademola Lookman is also a topic due to his versatility. He can play right across the front line. Berta is holding numerous talks, reported from Sky Sports Germany 1 month ago. I'm going to put the link in the description for this video so you lot can go and watch that yourselves. It's not an exclusive. Robbie, AFTV, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm doing the work. I've already been doing the work, you understand? But you know what? At the end of the day, the point is that we are having numerous talks with numerous wingers, and this is how Berta is working. We need to keep numerous channels of conversations open because we cannot be resting on our laurels and putting all our eggs in our basket for, like, look, for example, the number one target on the left wing was who? Nico Williams, going to Barcelona. There's Leao, there's Lookman, there's Rodrigo. I don't even want to mention these names, but I'm going to mention it anyway because apparently they were linked at some point with a Jadon Sancho. Is Jadon Sancho more right or left? Doesn't matter, whatever. Garnacho. These players that I don't even want to be linked to. I don't mind a Lookman. If I'm saying that there is a list, because there is a list, there are lists, and I think the lists are being told of who Arsenal want to sign. The left winger list, the striker list. If we collate all the rumours that we've spoken about, I'm sure we would find a list. But if our left winger list at the moment, let's say it's Nico Williams, Rodrigo, Leao, Lookman, and let's just say it's that for now. That is the list. And we've been speaking about this for a long time now. We know in that list as well with Rodrigo, we already know that Real Madrid don't. It's not that they don't want to sell him. Real Madrid don't necessarily want to sell him. They want to have options. Xabi Alonso likes him as a player, but we know Rodrigo wants to play on the left. Spoke about this on the show yesterday. Rodrigo didn't start in the game. He came on for Vinicius in the second half on about 67 minutes. He's not being utilised in the way he wants. So I think right now, because Nico Williams is not going Nico Williams is not coming Arsenal. He's going to Barcelona. I think that right now Rodrigo's at the top of the list. I think second is probably a Lookman. The reason why I think Lookman is second is because we've already started talks with him months ago. Apparently today, also talking about the left wingers, Tottenham have now called their interest on Eberechi Eze as well, apparently, because now they know that the target, Eze, firmly wants to join Arsenal. Gunners, what do you think about that? That just Tottenham know your place, little team. Anyway, so that's the left wingers. That's our list at the moment. That is our list at the moment. But as I said, it's not an exclusive. Reported it on already. Links in the description below. But let's talk about Christian Mosquera of Valencia. Now, Arsenal did have a bid rejected yesterday, but they're not rebuffed by that at all. Their bid was rebuffed, but they're not dejected by that. That's what I was meant to say, because they're going to come back in with another bid. I think that bid was just testing the water, seeing what Valencia are going to do and this, that and the other, because this defender is highly rated. And the reason why I already like this defender, I'm going to tell you why. Christian Mosquera said that he's not afraid of Saliba and Gabriel being the number one. He's coming to compete. He's not fazed the fact that they are the solid defensive partnership that we want to be starting. He's not afraid of that. He's coming to fight for his position. Now, I like a Mark Gahey of Crystal Palace, and I would love him to join us. But I think with the links that Konate may be leaving towards the end of the summer with Liverpool, he may be thinking, okay, my chance at Liverpool may be coming up and this, that, and the other, da-da-da-da-da. But this 20-year-old from Spain, Spanish international, is absolutely saying, I'm not scared of Gabriel. I'm not scared of Saliba. The best defensive partnership in the league, some could easily, absolutely argue, if you're not talking about Van Dijk or Konate and this, that, and the other. Do you know what I mean? But they're up there. They're absolutely up there. And if there was a 20-year-old coming in and saying, you know what, I'm not scared, I want to compete, those are the players that I want in my team. Those are the players that want to compete. That would be like, you lot, if you think you're this, if you slip up, it's peak. Because then I'm coming in there, I'm coming to take your spot. So that is of Mosquera. So the deal, the bid initially yesterday was around 17 million pounds, around 17 million. I think Valencia are trying to get much closer to that 90 million, 20 million pound mark. And I think that could be easily done. And I think that'll be settled very, very quickly. The player wants to move. Valencia are happy to do business with Arsenal, so I see this deal happening very, very soon, within next week. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if by Wednesday we have a here we go on Christian Mosquera of Valencia. Spoken about Lookman already, did that a month ago. So let's talk about Madueke. Why not? Because that's what Fabrizio Romano put it on today. And Arsenal have not made any bid for Noni Madueke, and he is not the only name on the winger list. Now, this is for the right winger, and now the question is, what's happening with Ranieri? Because I'm not mad if Ranieri is Saka's backup, given that game time Saka starts, Ranieri starts the Carabao Cup games, Champions League games, and this time you get, okay, maybe comes with the bench for the Champions League games, depending on how the game is flowing. But he's technically just brilliant, Ranieri. Like, he really is technically brilliant. So I wouldn't mind him backing up Saka on that right wing position. But then, if you're looking at right wing options, like Arsenal were looking at Mbeumo, they were looking at Mbeumo. This was earlier in the transfer window. I reported on that too. They were looking at Mbeumo, but they passed on him because now he seems definitely going to Man United. Madueke, Chelsea. He's not the worst player in the world, but he's not. I don't know if he's gonna come in and give Saka the competition that he needs. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. And I got Chelsea PTSD from just signing their players as well. So honestly, I'm glad that we haven't made a bid for him. I'm glad that we don't want to pay the 50 million that Chelsea have touted, because I am not on that one bit, one iota. Now, the key thing that was actually in the thumbnail. Sesko's bid has been lowered. His price has been lowered from about 80 million euros to about 70 million euros. And that they say that equates to about 59 million pounds. Let me tell you something. If Arsenal sign Sesko for about 50 million pounds, right? 59 million. And then you go sign a Gyökeres for 60 million. 10 million add-ons, depending on what happens in the season. I think the longer it goes on, because it's ridiculous now, talking to Gyökeres, talking to Sesko. Sesko wants to move to Arsenal. Gyökeres wants to move to Arsenal. Arteta favours this one. Berta favours this one. Let me tell you something. It would be an absolute masterstroke by Arsenal to sign these players, literally not breaking down, because they know, the clubs know that the players want to join Arsenal. The clubs have been resigned to the fact that their players are going to leave all summer. They've absolutely been resigned to it. But what if Berta is working his magic and he's literally driving the fees of these players down as much as he can to sign both of them? That is brilliant business. But I'm not going to toot his horn too much yet, because we're still trying to see something. But that's how we should be operating. Drive down the fee lower so you can sign both strikers. Because Steve K did say on the 15th of June, it's not completely impossible to sign both players. Arteta would want both players in his team. It's not that it's impossible. It's just financially a bit annoying, Because if it was a thing of that Leipzig wanted between 80 to 100 million euros, and then Gyökeres and Sporting didn't necessarily budge on the valuation. Let's say there wasn't no gentleman's pack, and they had, basically, imagine we had to buy 80 million spent 80 million on both players. We're not signing 2 strikers this summer. But if you can get 2 strikers for 110, 120 million, a hot prospect and the number 1 gunman, I think that's what we want. I think that's what we want. I think that's what we need, along with either Rodrigo and Eze or Rodrigo and Lookman. And then what? You get the Mosquera in, maybe a Hato and a right winger, maybe. That is proper competition to Saka. We're looking kind of decent because you've already got Zubimendi in and the backup goalkeeper as well. That's where it starts looking good, in my opinion. But we have to wait and see what happens on that front. We have to wait and see what happens. I feel like the news that is going to hit the most is when we strike a deal with that striker. Whatever striker it is, whoever drops it, whether it's Ornstein, Fabrizio, Florian, Steve, the hand of Arsenal, whoever drops the bomber, Arsenal are set to sign. Here we go. It's going to, whoever it is, whether it's Sesko, whether it's Gyökeres, whether it's Watkins, whether it's any striker, it's going to go mad. That's all I'm going to say, people. That's all I'm going to say, because I've said a lot today. Honestly, I woke up this morning. I've been working all day. Obviously, this is a little side note now. Honestly, woke up today, and when I saw the news that this is an AFTV exclusive, I said, "Oh, what a blood seed! Oh, what a blood seed!" I go on, yes sir. AFTV exclusive? Are you sure? Are you sure? Anyway, now Robbie's my guy. Big up AFTV. They do a lot of work in this, that, and the other, and they inspire me. Anyway, that has been it. That has been me, your host, Beanie, on the Arsenal Transfer Centre. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I'll be back with you tomorrow for some more transfer news. And as I say at the end of every single video, if I can bring you some breaking news, I absolutely will. Especially on that striker front. I really want Rodrigo. I really, really want Rodrigo. Sesko, Rodrigo. I'm dreaming. Anyway, people, if you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to put the link in the description for the Lookman talks or the video that I posted 1 month ago, so you lot can see it for yourself. We'll be back tomorrow. Love and guidance, people. Peace.